Just look at him. He ugly as fuck. His hair look fucking ridiculous, bro. That shit look like tree branches. I gotta cut my shit before he get to where his at. Kind of look like this nigga. My Jay-Z?
The saga.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy PNF Keith, man. We back with another banger video today. As you can see by the title, man, I reacted yesterday to this Jay-Z situation. They got some more information on it in this video. The last one was more like a news clip. It wasn't really too much information on what's going on. This one more information filled, man. So we gonna jump right into it, man, because like I said, the list gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. First it was R. Kelly. Well, first it was Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Diddy. Now it's Jay-Z. I wonder who next. We about to jump into it though, man.
With a U-shaped, dryly committed alongside others.
What's going on? What's going on?
Now, Jay-Z is the next rapper right after Diddy to be accused of some truly heinous crimes. Crimes that he allegedly committed alongside others whose identities are now starting to emerge. These recent allegations, which accuse Jay-Z of being a rapist, have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. We're only at the beginning of the saga, but the details has everyone already talking. Sean Carter, professionally known as Jay-Z, is a 54-year-old rapper, entrepreneur, and a cultural icon.
This nigga Jay-Z ugly as fuck. It gotta be the money. Look at this nigga.
These recent allegations, which accuse Jay-Z of being a rapist, have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. We're only at the beginning of...
Just look at him. He ugly as fuck. His hair look fucking ridiculous, bro. That shit look like tree branches. I gotta cut my shit before he get to where his at. Kind of look like this nigga. My Jay-Z?
The saga, but the details has everyone already talking. Sean Carter, professionally known as Jay-Z, is a 54-year-old rapper, entrepreneur, and a cultural icon. He's widely regarded as one of the most successful and influential figures in music history. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Jay-Z celebrated not just for his chart-topping hits like Empire State of Mind and 99 Problems, but also for his business acumen. He's the founder of Roc Nation, co-owner of Tidal, and the first rapper to become a billionaire, a milestone that cemented his legacy as a mogul. Which is why these allegations are so shocking. Jay-Z's reputation as a trailblazer in both music and business has always been at the forefront of his public image. And while his life has not been without controversy, the gravity of these accusations take things to a whole new level. So let's talk about what's actually going on. Jay-Z, known as Sean Carter, was just accused in a civil lawsuit filed this past Sunday of raping a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. What makes this even crazier is that these allegations also name Sean Diddy Combs as a co-defendant. Yes, you heard that right. Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly involved in the same case. Now here's where things get even wilder. This case was actually first filed back in October, but at that time, it only included Diddy's name. Fast forward to now, and it's been refiled, with Jay-Z's name officially dragged into the mix. According to the complaint, which was filed in a New York federal court, an unnamed Jane Doe claims that both Combs and Carter drugged and assaulted her during an after-party following the MTV Video Music Awards. What's crazy is that this isn't just a brand new case. It's an updated version of the earlier lawsuit that originally pointed the finger at only Diddy. Now Jay-Z's name has entered the chat, and let's just say the situation is escalating quickly. Here's another key detail. The allegations were filed by Tony Busby, a Texas attorney who's been making headlines for filing, and Busby isn't playing around. He's claiming that he represents a dozen more alleged victims. But here's a twist. Earlier this month, Busby himself was hit with a lawsuit for extortion. An unnamed celebrity accused Busby for threatening to unleash what they described as wildly false, horrific allegations linked to Diddy unless they paid up. So now the question is, how much of this is actually real, and how much of this could be a part of a bigger game? Let's dive into the details of this lawsuit because the allegations here are seriously disturbing. So the lawsuit claims that this all happened back in 2000. The accuser, who's referred to as Jane Doe, was just 13 years old at the time. She alleges that she was assaulted at a house party following the MTV Video Music Awards in New York City. And here's how the story unfolds.
But why is you at that party at 13 anyway? You asking to get into some fucking trouble. I'm not saying it's right what they did, because them niggas still weird, but come on. It's like going to a block where you know they have shootouts at 24/7 and you get shot. You're like, how the fuck I get shot? Make it make sense.
unfolds. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe was dropped off by a friend at the VMAs, held at Radio City Music Hall. She didn't have a ticket to the event, but she was determined to still find a way in, or at least get access to one of the after parties. The lawsuit states that Jane began approaching various limousine drivers outside the venue, hoping someone could help her get in. That's when one driver allegedly told her that he worked for Diddy and commented that she fit the type he was looking for. The driver then reportedly invited her to a party after the show and told her to come back to his car later that evening after he finished transporting Diddy and Jay-Z to their destinations. According to the lawsuit, later that night, the driver picked up 13-year-old Jane Doe up as planned. After about 20 minutes, they arrived at a white house with a U-shaped driveway. And here...
That would make it weird is that I know some people look older, but she fucking 13, bro. It's clarity. You could tell that she fucking young if she 13. Come on, 13 is 13. I think it's weird.
Where things started to get even more unsettling. The lawsuit states that when she got to the house, she was told she had to sign a document, which she believed to be a non-disclosure agreement, also known as an NDA, just to get into the party. Inside the house, things only got worse. The lawsuit describes the scene as chaotic, with celebrities everywhere and people openly using substances like marijuana and cocaine. At some point, Jane says she was offered a drink, which she claims made her feel woozy and lightheaded, to the point where she needed to lie down. She ended up going into a room to rest, but that's when things allegedly took a horrifying turn. According to the lawsuit, that's when Diddy and Jay-Z came into the room. Shortly after, with Diddy reportedly saying, "You are ready to party." From there, the suit alleges that Jay-Z removed her clothes and assaulted her while Diddy and an unnamed female celebrity watched. Then she claims Diddy also assaulted her as Jay-Z and the woman stood by. Jane Doe alleges that at one point she was able to resist being forced into performing an act on Diddy. The lawsuit says she hit him in the neck, which caused them to stop. After the alleged assault, the lawsuit states that she quickly grabbed her clothes and left the house. Scared and disoriented, she reportedly made her way to a nearby gas station where she...
That kind of sound like Cat, because if you hit him, I'm sure if he drunk already and y'all some drugs, he probably try to kill you in that jump. He wasn't just going to let you leave. He knew you going to the cops. That's just my opinion, though.
Called her father for help. The lawsuit also reveals that the accuser is seeking unspecified damages for what she allegedly endured. It's been filed under New York's Victim of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act, a law designed to give survivors of gender-based violence a legal pathway to seek justice and accountability. Now here's where things get interesting, because Jay-Z, who's known for almost never addressing controversies, actually responded within minutes of these allegations hitting the public. That alone tells you one thing: he was of course anticipating this to come out and already had a plan in place to shut it down. He didn't waste any time putting out a statement, and here's what he had to say. "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect," Jay-Z said. "It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case." This lawyer, who I've done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. Later on, Jay-Z says, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of them whom is at the age where..."
And it's like, how your girl or your wife feel once they find out that you fucking raped a 13-year-old, bro? That's just like, the fuck? That's just like, I don't know. Rape is crazy, bro. Being called a rapist is crazy.
Friends will surely the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. Jay-Z later on says, "You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am." Jay-Z ends it with. Now, the reaction to Jay-Z's statement and to this entire story has not been in his favor. And honestly, that makes sense. We're talking about some extremely heavy allegations here. Claims that involve taking advantage of a minor. Even though at this point, these are just allegations and Jay-Z is considered innocent until proven otherwise, the weight of these accusations alone is enough to turn a lot of people against them. Because when it comes to these kinds of allegations, people have zero tolerance. You can drop all the statements you want, you can try to explain your side, but the court of public opinion isn't always patient. They don't need a verdict to form an opinion. They're going to look at the sheer seriousness of these claims and make their own judgments right away. And we add in the name.
All them niggas be creeps though. They just creeps who got money now. That don't make you not a creep or a rapist or a weirdo. You just got more power now to do more creep and weird shit. That's all. Then Dame Dash, he fell off. Diddy in jail. Jay-Z about to go down. Nobody gonna win in the end.
Names of some of the biggest figures in the music industry, the intensity of the reaction only goes up. It becomes more than just a headline. It's a full-blown crisis that's gonna test everyone involved. But it doesn't stop there. The second biggest factor here is Diddy's involvement. Diddy's name being in the mix automatically puts this situation under a microscope. After everything that's been swirling around Diddy lately, the public was kinda expecting another shoe to drop. The Diddy domino effect is what people are calling it. He goes down and everyone who played a role alongside him might be facing the heat too. For a guy like Diddy to thrive in the industry all these years, a lot of folks believe he must have had people enabling him behind the scenes. Now, is Jay-Z one of those enablers? According to these allegations, maybe. Whether that's true or not, what's certain is that Jay-Z's now facing a level of scrutiny he's never dealt with before. Just like what we've seen happen to Diddy, the magnifying glass is out and every detail is going to get picked apart. It's a whole new ballgame now. Now, these allegations really drive home one crucial point. Nobody is untouchable. It doesn't matter how much money, power, or influence you stack up. If these kinds of claims come knocking at your door, they can shake up your entire world. This is actually part of the reason why Diddy was able to keep his grip on the industry for so long. When you're sitting at the top, surrounded by yes men and enablers, people are more hesitant to call you out. They think twice about crossing someone with that kind of clout. But now we're seeing the walls can come down, and when they do, even the biggest players have to face the music. Now let's be clear, I'm not here to say Jay-Z is automatically guilty. At the end of the day, he's innocent until proven otherwise. I mean, I wasn't there, you weren't there, so none of us really know the whole truth. But look at what's happened with Diddy. If this kind of downfall could happen to him, it shows that
this nigga look like a fucking, like he not even from here, like an alien or something. Just look at him.
Nobody's completely immune to these situations. And while Diddy's track record might have given people some warnings along the way, Jay-Z's reputation doesn't make him untouchable. He's a billionaire too, with just as much money, power, and influence.
Not just do a handstand on one hand.
I mean, I wasn't there, you weren't there, so none of us really know the whole truth. But look at what's happened with Diddy. If this kind of downfall could happen to him, it shows that nobody's completely immune to these situations. And while Diddy's track record might have given people some warnings along the way, Jay-Z's reputation doesn't make him untouchable. He's
I'm about to say, how the fuck?
He's a billionaire too, with just as much money, power, and influence. What makes him different or righteous? How can we be certain that he's not this way behind closed doors? This is the question the public's gonna ask, and we all know how important public perception can be. Once people get a certain idea in their heads, good luck trying to convince them otherwise. The real question now is how Jay-Z navigates the court of public opinion while facing one of the biggest tests of his career. So putting Jay-Z aside for a moment, I think we're about to see this kind of situation pop up a lot more, especially in the music industry. See, a lot of these powerful names thrive behind closed doors, using their influence in ways that never see the light of day. They've been getting away with it for so long, but now that the floodgates are open, it's looking like nobody's gonna stay hidden for long. This isn't just a music game either, it's happening across the entire entertainment industry. But in music, where image and power collide on a massive scale, using your influence in a malicious way is always going to backfire. You can't keep all that darkness bottled up forever. Eventually, the truth comes out, and when it does, the fallout is going to be huge. The jig is up, plain and simple. Nobody's safe, and honestly, why should they be if they're using their power to hurt others? The so-called Diddy domino effect is already in full force, and it's going to be wild to see how everything plays out. The industry is changing right before our eyes, and there's no going back. Anyway, if you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching this entire video. That means that you enjoyed it, right? So drop a like on this video if you act.
Y'all go like and comment on this video and subscribe. But my thoughts on this man is, if he guilty, just lock him up with Diddy. Put him in the same cell as Diddy. Give them both life. And yeah, let him suffer the consequences, man. But innocent until proven guilty, so we can't just say he did it. No, Diddy definitely did it. Jay-Z, we don't know yet. We gotta do some more research and find out. That's just wild, though. 13 years old, it's fucking crazy, bro. How does that turn you on? I don't give a fuck how high or drunk you are, bro. That's niggas nasty. Shit disgusting, bro. I understand that. Well, let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, man. Leave a like, comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Come join the family, man. We're on the road to 1K. Recommend some more videos. But yeah, this one is it's a wild one, man. I gotta sit back and think on this one. I'm gonna get back to y'all, man. Peace.